Socso is Social Security Organisation, is sometimes referred to as PKSO, Pertubuhan Keselamatan Sosial. It is a government agency formed in 1971 under the Minister of Human Resources. Socso main objective is to provide social security protection to workers in the private sector in the event of workplace accidents, crisis, occupational illness and death. Contribution to Socso payment should come from both business and employees. Depending on their salary, employees are responsible for the lesser portion. In meeting the goal, the main function of Socso is provide a social security protection to employees and their dependent through the employment injury scheme and the invalidity scheme. The vision of PKSO is to be the outstanding, comprehensive and dynamic leader in social security, while the mission is to provide comprehensive social security protection from cradle to the grave for the well-being of all. And the tagline is PKSO itu prihatin, prihatin itu PKSO. So, here we can see that the vision, mission and tagline are very close with the employees. In carrying out its responsibilities, Socso is committed to meet customer satisfaction through effort towards continuous improvement. Finally, to ensure the objective is achieved, Socso implements a quality management system that complies with the requirement of the ISO 9001 in 2015 through standard for the scope of delivery under the Employee Social Security Act.
Now, I will present about main activities of Socso. First, contribution. Employers can open a website related to the Exist Socso portal that has been introduced to facilitate matters for managing employer and employee registration, contribution record, and contribution payment. Next, enforcement. Socso has been entrusted to implement or enforce the Workers' Social Security Act 1969, Self-Employed Social Security Act 2017 Act 789, and the Employment Insurance System Act 2017 Act 800. Third, synergy. Socso has implemented the Social Synergy Program, which is an innovative initiative in 2017, and the program has created the first social security platform in Malaysia. And the last one is inspection. That activity based on Employee Social Security Act 1969 and the Employee Social Security Regulation. For the example, usually officer of Socso made a visit to the home of borrower's employer, especially in case of stubborn borrower. That's all from me. Thank you.
I want to talk about SWOT analysis. But if I say SWOT analysis, what are you guys understand about SWOT analysis? It's one of the increases that can help the people with funds available from the contributors, opening job opportunities for private workers, and will increase more collection and contribution, and subsequently the company's economy will increase. All available collection funds are not used and go into social service. Non-continuity of service and collection management and no social contribution in the event of backup, and not being able to cut employee wages. This is all for me. Thank you.
Now, we will proceed to the recommendation of Socso. Socso, which is stand to the Social Security Organization. They have 4 aspects, such as based on general, Maqasid Syariah, Islamic ethical value, and the last one, Islamic corporate culture. The first recommendation from aspect general. Firstly, updating the annual report via online. This is because outsider or outside user will get information and know about the organization updates without going there to know their current situation. As a result, this way can make it easier for external user to check the latest annual report of this organization. This refers to general recommendation to improve Socso. Next, from aspect Maqasid Syariah, it is clear that Malaysia needs to take the initiative in changing its National Wealth Fund, in particular and non-banking financial institution (NBFI) to become Sharia compliant. Based on a positive point of view, this has potential in integrating takaful musyarakah ta'awuniyah model in Socso framework and product structure can be achieved. Other than that, Islamic ethical value. Based on Islamic ethical values, Socso needs to strategize their administrative development with the characteristic of ethical value set in Islam. Among them are focus in client, caring, competent, accuracy and innovative. The last one, Islamic corporate culture. The suggestion to improve the development in the management of Socso is to practice Islamic corporate culture so that communication and association in a sector can move in one direction with the Maqasid Syariah that has been set in Islamic guidelines.
The evidence from the verses of the Quran related to Socso. Islam really demands its people to implement every work diligently through the right intention or goal to obtain the pleasure of Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. The excellent or best practice will earn a reward from Allah and become an act of worship when managed in the right way based on the teachings of the Quran and the Sunnah of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The concept of worshipping Allah, this has become the real goal of human creation, as the words of Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala in Surah Az-Zariyat verse 56. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Wa ma khalaqtul jinna wal insa illa liya'budun. Means, and I did not create jinn and humans except that they worship me. The second is a respected person as stated in Surah An-Nisa verse 59. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu ati'u Allah wa ati'u ar-rasul wa ulil amri minkum. Fa in tanaza'tum fi shay'in farudduhu ila Allah wa rasul in kuntum tu'minuna billahi wal yawmil akhir. Zalika khairun wa ahsanu ta'wila. Means, all you who believe, obey Allah and obey the messenger of Allah and the ulul amri, those in authority from among you. Then if you argue, disagree about something, then you should return it to the book of Allah, Al-Quran and Sunnah of His messenger. If you truly believe in Allah and the last day, that is better for you and the end is better. A leader needs to establish a close bilateral relationship between certain parties because they need each other. Furthermore, the leader is able to create a conducive working atmosphere and is able to form an understanding between the members of the organization, which will create a working atmosphere that is consensual and collective.